Welcome back to the Regular Podcast. This is not a podcast. It's not a 2K. This is not a quiz. This is not a birthday party. This is try not to laugh. We're gonna fill our mouths with some water, and then we're gonna try not to laugh while staring at each other. I probably shouldn't be wearing a white shirt, but see how it goes. If you got water, I got a WWE cup because I'm undefeated at this shish.
I got a lot of mine.
But basically, Jaren's gonna read off some jokes, and we're gonna try not to laugh.
What's this bag for?
That was just in case they fell.
It's a shot, dude.
It's good enough. It's good enough.
I spit my gum out in the bag.
All right. Okay, listen.
Try not to laugh every
True
joke.
stuff. We're not just like,
Yeah.
why just not laughing?
Yeah, I'll try my best. I suck at not laughing in water.
Oh, don't spit at the wall.
Yeah, this will just absorb all of it. It'll start going.
I see the wall in there.
Just spit down.
Alright, we got this. We spit. Oh, I felt that on my arm.
Good luck, bud.
I'm gonna start with come on, man. Spit out first. It's just gonna be. You're not gonna laugh at the first fail. I'm gonna start easy.
All right.
We need like ambient music to like cut the tension. Don't. Okay. We're taking a breath. Don't look at each other. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Genuinely close your eyes. It'll make it work better. Or look down at the camera. What was the vegetable wrestlers? Let's talk them together.
No, that doesn't count. You didn't say the joke.
I didn't get to finish it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so we're trying there's like a challenge, like points.
Yes.
It's like golf.
So have the least amount of points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I
you'll
thought you were just doing this for fun, just like entertainment. Okay.
I mean, if it's funny, laugh. Why are scrambled eggs like a losing wrestler? Because they've both been beaten. Why was Charlie Brown sad about his Halloween wrestling match? He got the rock. What lights up a rock?
No, it was like, what?
I got a rock.
Wait, so you got the rock Charlie Brown bit, not the Dwayne the Rock?
So you have a point.
He has a point. That means Parker is in the lead with 0. What lights up a wrestling ring?
Mm-hmm.
A match. Which wrestler wears the biggest shoes? The one with the biggest feet. Why do wrestlers do so well in school? They knew how to use their heads. 2 silkworms were in a wrestling match. It ended in a tie. How do they hire wrestling referees? With stilts. Which wrestler never leaves the gym? Matt. What's the difference between a high school wrestler and a soccer player? A wrestler will get up after faking an injury. How do wrestlers stay cool during matches? They stand near the fans. Why did the teacher go to the wrestling match? To see what it was about. Nobody had to explain what it meant.
WWE. You have to look up WWE.
I'm going to WWE now. This is just opener.
Oh, these suck.
So now I'm gonna move over.
Because we're laughing because we're anticipating a joke, and it's not funny.
Yeah, they're not gonna be good. That's the point.
It was 0.
So we're moving our way over to r/squared circle. This post is from 11 years ago. Someone looking for WWE jokes. So I'm gonna read through a bunch of these, and hopefully they're not all terrible. Well, he's not doing it. All right, lock in. Here we go. Why is Dolph Ziggler not allowed near gas stations? Because he always carries matches. He's also not allowed in the TV section of Best Buy. Because he always steals the show. How does Big Show like his steak prepared? Did you swallow water? That's fine. No, he didn't laugh. Just try not to swallow the water. How does Vince McMahon screw in a light bulb?
Sexually.
He doesn't. Light bulb screwed light bulb. Before becoming one of the biggest WWE superstars of all time, The Rock was addicted to heroin. Not even the punchline.
But we're crying laughing.
Oh, the punchline is fortunately he decided to lay the smack down. I wasn't expecting to read heroin, but I'm like, I have to. I started this one. Okay. Today I learned that in 2009, Edge requested a kiss with CM Punk. CM Punk refused, however, saying, "I'm straight, Edge." Ric Flair was often referred to as the dirtiest player in the game. Triple H is referred to as the game. Matt would say Ric Flair is the dirtiest player in Triple H. What does Seth Rollins' back tattoo mean? It doesn't say anything. It's just a marker for him so he remembers where his spine used to be before he turned on his friends. Got water in your mouth, you're gonna laugh at this one. Someone said,
You have water.
this one's going to get both of you, I hope. Someone replied to that back tattoo post saying, "I'm still trying to figure out what Charlotte's rib tattoo says. I assume it's her family's arrest record." Yeah, that's why I was keeled over, because I was like, oh, that's so bad.
So now it's
What's Triple H's favorite element on the periodic table? Barium. How many TNA fans does it take to change a light bulb? Both of them. How does Michelle McCool sleep at night? Undertaker. What's Michelle McCool's favorite part of her husband? His dong. You're not going to get this one because you're too young. Who did Rhino vote for in the 2000 U.S. presidential elections? Gore, Gore, Gore. Why is Christian never bummed when a campfire goes out? One more match. Why did... I had the toughest moment of my life when WWE and Series A highlights were on at the same time. I had to think, do I watch a blatantly raped show where overpaid long hair with weird names fake being in agony without being touched? Or do I watch WWE? I believe that's another soccer joke.
I heard once about that, like LeBron. Like, it's like, don't want to watch scripted entertainment or WWE.
Right. Alright, next one. Bubba Ray is having dinner at Brock Lesnar's house and wants some mustard. Sable, get the Dijon.
Okay, the only reason I really started laughing is because what I did, and then I spit out like a little drop of water, and then I heard mustard joke.
Why did Jake Roberts go north of the border? He saw a billboard that said "Drink Canada Dry." Why was WrestleMania 29 the low point of John Cena's career? Because he hit rock bottom. What was John Cena's strategy to defeat The Rock at WrestleMania? Paper. Oh, why did Kevin Nash cross the road? He didn't. He tore his quad as soon as he stepped off the curb. Why does Mick Foley buy supermarket brand cola? Because he always goes for the cheap pop. You're gonna laugh at the first 3 words, I guarantee it. Hogan's sex tape was so predictable. How many times have we seen black and white footage of him spraying NWO on someone's back?
He's got a gun.
Someone one up that joke. Someone replied to the Hogan joke with, it also was less than 20 minutes long and he came out on top. What is John Cena's least favorite sex position? Cowgirl, because it requires his shoulders to be down for more than 2 seconds. Why does the Pope stay indoors when it's rainy? Because he doesn't like Roman Reigns either.
I put too much water right now, so Lil came out and I started laughing because I thought Jokes was crying.
Last year, PWG had brought out their own range of necklaces and were shipping them to Scotland. They had heard all about how they wanted independence. How does Edge prefer to go hunting? With a spear. What's the difference between Triple H and a speed bump? A speed bump doesn't bitch when you go over it. What did the Godfather give Santa on Christmas? A ho-ho-ho train. How did Randy Orton get his girlfriend pregnant? He came out of nowhere. What is Brock Lesnar's favorite keyboard key? F5. What is Brock Lesnar's favorite musical key? A minor. Why can't Marty Jannetty get a decent haircut? He's always trying to escape through the barbershop window. What's the difference between a sphincter and Al Snow? This is a joke from Mick Foley. One is a ring in your ass. The other is... Oh, you get it. Another joke from the Mick Foley Show. What's the difference between Al Snow and the 100-Year War? The 100-Year War was eventually over. William Regal's investing in an interactive site where users can upload their favorite and personally made Japanese comics. It's called Umanga. Why does Batista hate Liverpool FC? Because he walks alone. John Cena founded a company that helps people coming from colder places like Canada and the north of the U.S. to move to warmer places like Florida. He calls it latitude adjustment. Why is La Parka in favor of the death penalty? He likes giving people the chair. This one just says Vince McMahon is being investigated by the Sports Commission for fixing matches. That's it. That's the entire one. It's so stupid. What do you get when you mix a popular Toronto rapper and Logan Paul? Drake Maverick. Now what happens when you add Ricochet to the party? Drake Maverick Ricochet. And we're done. What do you get when you cross Umaga with Val Venus? Randy Savage. What did Kevin Nash say to Scott Hall when he poured too much sugar in his coffee? Just too sweet. Why did Vince McMahon kick Daniel Bryan out of his art club? Because he thinks he can't draw. Did you hear Norman Smiley's taking over as NXT head trainer? They're renaming the Performance Center the Wiggle Room. They could also rename it to the Breeding Chamber with how much they're getting into each other's pants. Originally, they were going to call Hunter Hearst Helmsley Killer Kevin Kilmsley, but Vince thought the name Triple K would break kayfabe. One time, Roman Reigns tried to cut a promo. That's it. The New Day should ride the coattails of One Direction's popularity and change their name. They should be called No Direction. Did you know The Rock used to be addicted to heroin? He nearly died, so he had to lay the SmackDown. Why did John Cena make all A's in high school? Because you can't see him. Apparently, the Buried Alive match was Triple H's idea. How did Sheamus avoid scurvy? Too many lions. Dr. A-Man is a school teacher doing roll call. Albert, here. Phil, here. Scott, hey, yo. Z-Pack, you already fucking called me. Oh, I'm sorry, X-Pack? My name is Sean. Kane and Big Show being main eventers in 2015. If Roman Reigns was at NXT, who would his trainer be? Believe Mod.
Mission Spears.
Dwayne Johnson put on a roast. Roast cooked too long and set on fire, burning his whole house down with him inside. Dwayne Johnson never smelled what The Rock was cooking. How does Kevin Nash tell you how much fruit he's going to eat? He points at a bunch of them and says, "These all." Why does Vince want to go to heaven? Because he has no chance in hell. Why does Big Show lose his way so frequently? He keeps turning. How many members of the IWC does it take to put up a light bulb? 100. One to screw it in, the other 99 to complain about how it's not like the light bulbs from the Attitude Era. Accidentally ran over a kid wearing a John Cena t-shirt. In my defense, I couldn't see him. What did John Cena tell the Japanese chef? You can't sashimi. What did Devon tell Bubba when they were working at McDonald's? Oh, Bubba, test the fries. Why was Ultimate Warrior fired from the pet shop? He couldn't sell the pedigree. What did Hulk Hogan ask in arts and crafts class? What you gonna glue, brother? Dudleys were getting ready for a dinner party when Bubba realized that they weren't prepared yet. Quickly he yelled, "Devon, set the table!" Matt Hardy's so fat, he sat on the rainbow and Skittles fell out. What did John Cena say to his teacher when she gave him an average report card? You can't see me. RVD and Jeff Hardy get into a car. Who's driving? The police. What do you call David Otunga without the talent? David Otunga. What did Batista say when he was hit with a basketball? Basketballs don't hold grudges. I don't know what that means. What do you get when you go to Sean Waltman's house during summer? Why did Rikishi become a Chinese food chef? He did it for the walk. What was the name of Chris Jericho's sex book? Armbar. Guide to 1,004 sex positions. What does Shawn Michaels look for in a woman? Someone with screw job lips. Why couldn't Hulk Hogan sleep in the 80s? He could never lie down for more than 3 seconds. Why can't John Cena buy moons from Ultimate Warrior? He doesn't sell them. Who would make the best teacher on adjectives and verbs? Kevin Nash. This one just says CM Punk walks into a bar, and then it has an emoji of somebody sticking their tongue out. Why does Vince McMahon walk funny? Why do you think Triple H had so many title reigns? Why doesn't TNA have any light bulbs? Ric Flair ordered a pizza, got angry that it took 20 minutes to arrive, so he cut a promo on the delivery guy, busting himself open with under the light bulbs, and then proceeded on giving elbow drops and dropping knees to the rest of them, eventually taking a bump on the shattered glass while everybody says he still got it. Why does Cena do the 5-knuckle shuffle? He's counting the number of moves he got. Why did Sheamus break up with his last girlfriend? Because she told too many lies. Mr. McMahon, sir, hashtag give divas a chance is trending. I knew this day would come. Engage the Katie Vick protocol. What did Kevin Nash say when he crashed his ATV? Ah, my quad. What did Daniel Bryan say when John Cena said the authority fell off the earth? Yes, yes, yes. If Scott Steiner became a religious leader, what would his name be? Big Papa Pope. Why is Evan Bourne to blame for the high unemployment rate? Because he is doing all the jobs. What word is Lana spelled backwards? Anal. Why does the Tin Man manage wrestlers? Because Bobby Heenan gave him the brain and a blowjob. What religion is Jason Rizzo? Christian. That's his real name. What is Al Snow's favorite weather? Snow. What's Michael Cole's least favorite Christmas gift? Coal. What is Val Venus' favorite planet? Venus. What is Perry Saturn's favorite planet? Saturn. Scott Hall and Jake Roberts walk into a bar. They're asked to leave because the owner knows of their personal demons and doesn't want to be liable for any damage done to property or person. What did Taz say when Brock Lesnar's jet was landing? Here comes the plane. Why should you never ride with Vince Russo at the wheel? Because he's constantly swerving. What do you get when you mix Drake Maverick and Ricochet? Drake Maverick Ricochet. No. It's falling apart. End the video. End the video. End the video.
We'll see you in the next one.